Welcome to Sunday Politics South. My name's Peter Henley. On today's show, what's the EU ever done for the environment? We'll be hearing from two Conservative MPs, but very different views on the answer to that. One says the EU's kept governments up to the mark. The other reckons we know better how to manage our environment. More on that shortly. First, let's meet the two politicians who will be with me for the next 20 minutes. Duncan Enright is the leader of the Labour group on West Oxfordshire District Council. Welcome, Duncan. And Royston Smith is the Conservative MP for Southampton Itchin. Queen's speech, saw you there in the chamber, as always, Royston, but there was very little to get your teeth into, was there? You know, I mean, drones, driverless cars, watered-down fizzy drinks, which should have been something else.
Well, I think some of those things are excellent. Driverless cars is something that I have a particular interest in. In fact, I wrote to the Chancellor asking if we could have pilots on either Southampton's or South Hampshire's streets. So I think those sorts of things are quite radical. I mean, the rest of it is building on the one nation government that we're trying to be, helping people to save lifetime ISIS, building houses.
Prime Minister's conference speech. What's there which is legislative stuff that you could argue about?
Love driverless cars from Oxfordshire, of course.
They all want driverless. But come on.
You're right. This
Jeremy
isn't
Corbyn's
tackling the big things. This
Yeah.
is not tackling the big issues. We're still going through austerity. We've got massive cuts still to come in the public sector, which has already been decimated. We've got the NHS in massive deficits. What's going on?
But
Why
Jeremy
aren't we
Corbyn
tackling
should
these
have
big
addressed
ones?
himself to some of what was in the Queen's speech instead of talking for 40 minutes. We're taking no interruptions. And OK, cuts, the number of women affected by cuts.
Well,
but that's nothing to do with what he's there to do to challenge the government.
But his whole point, I think, was that the Queen's speech doesn't address the priorities that people have at the moment, and they are to do with cuts and their impact on normal communities. And the fact he didn't take any interruptions in 40 minutes just showed he was on a roll. I thought it was one of his best performances.
Best?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would obviously disagree with that. I was there and I thought it was one of his worst performances. In fact, I think what he did beyond anything else that he said, much of which I can't remember because of the delivery of it.
Well, because of the heckling as well from the
and to
backbenches.
demonstrate that he would not. No, I don't. You're there. You can see
you
me.
want to
I'm
be on the
not
side
there.
of people standing up for them, not standing by. That's the key point, and he made it very well, I thought.
OK,